All right. What do we have here? Sorry, I was gone for a little while. Just had to get ready for this. And I should be setting up the drafts real quick. Let me do that. All right. What do we have here? One's for maps. Oh no, these are the maps. We got gods too. Let's see whether these things are updated. And the god picker too. First matchup should be Quetzalcoatl against Thor. Interesting. Yasukorin Yoshi, hello. Is it starting now? So early? Yeah, it's starting so early. So be as Quetzalcoatl and Matreiuss as Thor. That's the first matchup. I should also be calling Soup immediately. Ah, Soup is in a game.
Over. I mean, if I go aggressive and he defends, of course he just wins. Because he has immediate units, and I have to walk all the way from my map to his. Of course he just wins.
Let's collaborate with Soup. Alright. Should be streaming with Soup. What have I missed? Γεια σου ρε Felsus Rex, τι κάνεις ρε? Τι λέει ρε bro? Always the Danes being late. Yeah, these Danes, man. They have no respect. I'm waiting for Soup to join my stream. Soup, hello? I'll just call him on Discord, I guess. Soupy. Oh, he's calling me. Hi, Soup.
Hey, Ralph. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Loud and clear.
Stream? Is Soup's volume alright? Is it balanced enough? Soup is really quiet. Oh no. Can you talk, Soup?
Your microphone kind of sucks on Discord.
Oh, I'll change it. Let me check. It should be really OP right now.
Yes, so much better.
Yes.
Who are we watching now? B versus Matreiuss. I'll just set it up. Do I need to send you the links, or are you going to do it yourself?
I already set up my drafts and stuff. My only question is how to crown the winner on each map, but I will eventually find out.
I think you just click on the name.
On the draft?
Like on your tool, you just click where it says, for example, Matreiuss God.
Yes, Matreiuss God. Yes, and what do I click there? Oh, I just clicked on the name. Wow, that's so much more simple. Thank you,
Yes.
Soup.
Very, very simple.
Please, your microphone sucks on Discord. Can you change it?
Yeah.
Just like I did. You can do it
Yeah,
too.
it's funny. I did it too.
This is so much better now, Soup. You sound like a human being now.
Yes. Before it was my amazing $20 webcam.
Ah, same. I think they're about to start, aren't they?
Maybe I need to find access to them, to their thread. Yeah, sorry. I just need to set up my shit.
No problem. Take your time, Soup.
Thank you, thank you.
I heard Pegasus booked his ticket already to Athens. But
Is Peg-
he's too afraid to play the qualifiers though, so he just, you know.
Is he actually coming?
Yeah, he said so. I mean, that's
Damn.
like 1 hour flight for him, 1.5 hour. What is it for him?
He's my big idol. Big Pegasus Rush fan.
I'm also Pegasus Rush fan.
Okay, am I getting this right? B is playing with Ra, Amaterasu, Matreiuss with Poseidon, Hades.
I think the other way around. Let
No
me double
way.
check. Let me double check. Oh,
No. Loki, Thor, Odin for Matreiuss. No, there's no way that's not Matreiuss.
yeah, that's Matreiuss.
He's got Tezcatlipoca as well. Holy.
How was he even able to get Poseidon? I'm surprised.
Maybe B doesn't know who he's up against.
Think so too.
Ooh, and then we do the God Picker. So first map is going to be Hetzel versus Thor on Elysium, right?
Yeah. Thor against Quetzalcoatl on Elysium. Yeah, the game has begun for me, but I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna wait for you to join.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so we can watch it together.
Okay. Just see.
Oh wait, yes, I screwed up the draft.
Did
I'll
you?
fix it. No problem. I'll just.
Did you say 2 seconds? Is that right?
2 seconds into the game? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where I'm waiting.
Right.
Are you there?
Yes, we can
Alright.
start.
We can start.
3, 2, 1, go. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the B versus Matreiuss series. We got Matreiuss spawning in the bottom of the map with Thor, and he's already doing some nice little herding underneath the TC, not with an armory just yet. I think we're going to see a temple. What do you think, Rebel?
Yeah, looks like he's skipping the armory upgrades. He wants to do a quick temple and apply pressure with those hearses. Looks like a soup build at this point, no?
Yeah, well, it's with Thor, so it's a bit of a fake soup build, but yeah, it's like as close as it gets, I suppose. I think it's cool with Thor doing it. And the reason is with Odin or Loki, when you do it, you sort of fall. When you do your initial damage, you're going to fall back and you build a town center, you're going to wall up and do all of that shit. But with Thor, you have the option, which I think is probably the superior option, to just build an armory instead of a town center. You can still wall up, you can still play defense, but then instead of being forced to spend 700 resources on the TC, just get your armory upgrades. So I think it plays out differently in that sense.
Interesting. And the fact that you can also do like a 412 advance with armory upgrades in there, that's kinda OP, and I've seen people like you especially doing it, and I'd like you to give us some of your insights, Soup. Don't you think this OP 412 build order is something Matreiuss could go for in this matchup?
Forward what? Sorry.
No. I'm
What did
saying
you say?
the 412 advance with,
Oh,
with 2 armory upgrades. Did you
with
forget?
so you mean just not getting the temple, getting the armory upgrade instead?
Yeah, instead.
Yeah, so I think it's all matchup dependent. Here we're against Quetzalcoatl. So the question is, are you going to get value from a super early rush? Do you want the relics or do you want the better economy? And I guess you're kind of right. Maybe this is one of those matchups where you rather want the armory upgrades and the better economy, and then you just get the hearses later.
Oh,
It is
yes.
hard to do that build though, where you get like the super clean early classical advance in. So many things can go wrong.
Yes, definitely. As well as the weak scouting, since the Berserk is always busy pushing those deer underneath the town center. And we might be seeing a forest fire as, yeah, Freya is on the way. And you see that Kalpuli addition, Lumber Outpost has been used. So that might go waste.
Yeah, well, it's not a waste because you can just rebuild it for cheap, especially as Quetzalcoatl. But yeah, that forest fire seems to be a lot of trees near it. It's probably gonna. It's 800 HP, so I think it'll go down. I'm not sure though. He's got all 3 upgrades, of course, for each individual. Did you see the relic Matreiuss got, by the way? He got the 5% additional gold and wood rate.
Oh, such
And
a
then
good relic.
And then he got Uller's bow. That one is really, really good as well for throwing X-Men. He's gonna need that against the whatever infantry 3DB decides to go for, spearmen, Ocelot warriors. It's gonna be very nice with the extra range.
Oh, yes. As we finally see the temple being up. B hasn't clicked up just yet. Now it's on the way, and we already have a Herser attacking the base.
It's a late advance from B, actually. You can get a much cleaner advance than this in with Quetzalcoatl, because you only pay so relatively little for the Kalpuli and the additions.
I think so too, but just like B said before, if you're gonna beat me, that's what he said, if you're gonna beat B, you better play the macro game, the build order game, because he spends so much time practicing AoE 4, he doesn't get to have much experience with build orders and macro.
Did he say that?
He actually said that himself, yes.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
This is good pressure from Matreiuss. He's killing one villager and applying a lot of pressure on these priests as well. With the Valkyrie, he can easily heal the Herser back up, so any damage that he's taking on these Hersers doesn't matter too much.
Oh, of course, as the Lumber Outpost has also been taken down by the Forest Fire, and this is looking good for Matreiuss so far. Nice pressure, a villager down, like you said, and now it's gonna be just about follow-ups. Whoever's gonna do the better follow-up.
Yeah.
There's the score, Magic. 0-0. Yeah. So like this is what I'm talking about. You do the early pressure with the Hersers, and then you fall back and build an armory. I think that's what Matreiuss is doing now.
Yeah, should always go for those armory upgrades, even if you don't use it in the arcade gates.
No, he's making a great haul. Oh, he's got an armory. Sorry. He's got one. He's getting the Herser upgrade, Hammer of Thunder. He's only got 5 Hersers right now, and he's making a great haul, making me think he wants to make a cavalry. Or maybe just additional Hersers. You know, when he's against Warrior Priest, no. There's one villager lost.
Yo.
Was there?
Yeah, a villager went down. And
huge trade. Very well for B. Very well traded for B.
Definitely well done. As Matreiuss isn't microing at his best, another villager might go down. Okay, he saves it. But
There's
the
a bunny on
damage
the right
brutal.
side. There's a dwarf going down. So much chaos being spread here from 3DB. 19 to 19 villagers. And Matreiuss is struggling. Like, I guess when you're falling back and doing the armory upgrade and your opponent isn't, maybe it would be just safer to go for berries or chicken until you've sort of stabilized and you got yourself a nice army out. Because it does seem right now at the 6-minute mark, 3DB simply has more of a military presence.
Definitely the case, and I also like to mention that you see those back gazelles. You don't need to extend. You don't need to expand further as the Norse player here. Just use your backhand first. Eat those chickens later. Then you can go further over the other side where it's much more risky to hunt. But
Yeah. Matreiuss
okay.
didn't do the scout. Matreiuss didn't scout the back corner. I think on map like Elysium, other one is Giza. Certain maps you just gotta scout the corners because there's very often juicy spots that you don't want to miss.
Oh, yes. It's even more simple than you think. Use one of those starting pigs to check on the corner. Some players
Ooh.
tend to forget about that. As
Yeah.
Matreiuss is extended, he wants to secure a large gold mine already with those walls. And he's looking to raid with a couple of raiding cavalry.
It's such a nice gold mine, by the way, for Matreiuss, like right next to his base. Obviously, 3DB has got a very similar one, but I think it's mostly Matreiuss who's gonna be happy to see that.
I think so too. And look at that
Magic is calling me out for only watching the Norse point of view. I don't know how it is on your stream, but yeah, he's calling me out for my bias. I gotta admit that it's there.
Yes, you're very biased, Soup. But look at that archer mass. He's just spamming out the Tequila archers, and Matreiuss is nicely responding with raiding cavalry, but since when do we train raiding cavalry to counter archers, Soup? Since when do we do that?
I think we can do it early on. I think cavalry actually counters archers. I know it sounds crazy, but I think in smaller numbers that's actually true. I think the issue is when you get 15, 20 archers or something like that, they no longer counter archers. So I like it in the beginning, but then if Matreiuss, just stays classical, spams 30 cavalry or something like that, I think that's where it becomes an issue.
So unfortunately, I have to agree with that. Our pick goes down. Yeah.
He's also making walls, though, and I think actually that's the biggest counter to archers. It's walls, and that's the reason why you're seeing Norse players playing like they are these days, and it burns in any old-fashioned Norse player's heart. It kind of burns your eyes when you see it, but it is what it is.
I have to agree with that one. I was never a waller with Norse, and since I've seen players abusing that, and it works quite well for Norse lately. We've seen actually Norse winning plenty of games just by spamming walls, and it kind of makes the meta slightly more frustrating against those who face Norse. But at the same time...
Slightly?
Yeah, but at the same time we kind of need it, no?
I think it's so annoying to play against. I hate seeing it. I do it myself because I like playing Norse, and it's the only way that you can play Norse at a high level, I think, these days. But my god, it's annoying to play against. Nice attempt at a raid here from Matreiuss, but there's so many units on the side of B. He's kind of cosplaying Huitzilopochtli here, isn't he? He's doing Tequila, Archers, Spearmen, Heroes. Yeah, you see Huitzilopochtli do this, and it just, in my book, I just can't make myself play like this if I'm Kets, because I have the Noble Hut bonuses, and if I'm making these units, I just don't get them,
Yeah. Like, and something that B does very well is just, he has very good hands, his APM is OP, he's a big spammer, in a good way, I don't mean it in a bad way. B is a great spammer, and we can see how well he's been spending his resources, and look at that mass of units he has out. While Matreiuss is more of an age-up player, he wants to train just as many units as he needs, and then moving over the heroic age. He kept this playstyle from the Woobly times. Now the meta has slightly shifted, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think you're right. And a lot of it probably comes down to the fact that you have so much more population to play with. So those early heroic timings, for example, doesn't count as much if the opponent can simply just keep spamming units in the classical age without having to worry about population.
Oh yes, and Matreiuss is looking to fight way too early from the looks of it. Just dodge it.
I mean, he's going Skadi. This is an issue I find with going this semi-fast heroic with Skadi. Once again, it's like a thing you would do on Legacy, and you would get value in from the Frost. But on Retold, you don't get value in from Frost. All you can do is freeze your enemy for 45 seconds or whatever it is, and then it's kind of functioning like a ceasefire in a sense. And considering it's a heroic age god power, it's just not enough.
Oh, absolutely. And consider that in the old game, B wouldn't be able to have more than the army he has right now, because you could cap it at 115 population on one town center. Now she can go up to 175. Exactly what you mentioned with the population issue on Riddled. You can just go full pop, attack the Norse player, not even Frost is gonna save him at that point.
My god, these units, spearmen and archers, they're just so damn effective against Norse. If Matreiuss had Huskarls, I suppose that would be a really good unit against the army comp here. But like you know, what are we seeing? Throwing axemen, raiding cavalry, hussars. It's just not doing very well against this at all.
It doesn't. I believe you'd have to mix in berserks to tank damage from the spearmen and the warrior priests. And
but the berserks just melt to the archers, don't they?
yeah, they do, but at least you have something to tank the front line, and maybe you can then sneak some raiding cavalry to attack the archers, but I guess he wants to use Haskals. He wants to train Haskals to counter that military composition, which makes sense, okay.
Yeah, but the issue is getting there. So Matreiuss, he's hit Heroic Age, but you see just now he's putting up his hill fort, but it feels like the damage is also done in a sense. 41 villages to 36. It's not good considering that Matreiuss has already got 4 armory upgrades in. And still being down 5 villagers like this. I mean, okay, I guess Skadi is in, so it's actually equal villagers in some sense.
Yeah, and let's not forget that we might have to sacrifice some villagers to get favor, but I guess...
Yeah, he's got 12 now just from the Tonali, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So actually Matreiuss is getting the Huntress Axe now, and he's got naked infantry without any line upgrades. But I was gonna say, if he gets to heavy infantry as well, these throwing axemen will be 16 range. Wait, 15 range, which is a lot for a throwing axeman.
Of course,
because he's got the ruler's bow, and he gets the +1 range from the Huntress Axe, and the 2 from the last upgrades.
It's more range than the Tequila Archer. Look at that, 14 range for the Archer. So that's kind of amazing.
So would be huge if you can get all of those upgrades in. He needs it for the Huskarls anyways. Yo, he's got heavy. He's got great Jarls, but unupgraded infantry. Isn't that crazy? I guess he's got 15 cavalry out raiding. I didn't actually see that, but he does have a lot invested into the cavalry.
Oh, look at that dodge from Matreiuss from the spike.
Oh, the traps! Did the stun not go off on these traps or something? Didn't seem like they did.
Well, looks like Matreiuss dodged the trap. But look at that, those archers are not frozen. What's going on?
No. Yeah, he wanted to only freeze one half of the army and then he's going to take down the other. But it's actually a difficult maneuver to pull off. And I think, even though the Frost is casted here, it should be in the favor of Matreiuss. In reality, I think B is looking quite good, maybe.
Maybe he does, but Matreiuss is doing an amazing micro over there. Targeting down the unfrozen units, microing the throwing axemen away. And from the looks of it, this might actually look like a favorable fight for Matreiuss. If he keeps microing.
He just built a trap in the middle of the fight and it actually went off.
That was crazy.
It's a good fight from Matreiuss. Frost is over now. A lot of spearmen are unfrozen, so Matreiuss has to get out of there. I think considering the circumstances, it looked really grim for Matreiuss for a bit, but I guess not too bad. He's down 2,000 military resource value. Still doesn't have his infantry upgrades in, which I think is very worrisome.
Yeah, but assume that he's alright as long as he has a gold mine secured and those towers up, and Matreiuss can just go out for some raiding. I think Matreiuss is in an alright position. He just has to get the mass out. He has to hit full population if he wants to win a fight.
But the massive units from B is just tremendous. How many units are there here? 34 spearmen, 21 archers, 8 priests. It's just a relentless spam of units. And this hill fort is kind of scary looking, but when you have, what is it, like 60 units? It's not that scary looking anymore, is it?
It is brutal, as it's time to garrison those dwarves into the hill fort because they're being attacked. The rainy cavalry are trying to get on top of the archers. B is taking a very risky fight underneath the hill fort, but it might work out for him at the end.
He's got so many units, that's the thing. I do think his numbers are dwindling though. Maybe he's overestimating just how many units he's got, or how fragile they are. Yo, this is Yo, this is such a good defense from Matreiuss. The way that he utilized his hill fort to garrison in and out with throwing X-Men while targeting down the spearmen, I think that kind of dealt so much damage that B didn't realize just what was happening before it was too late.
Oh, yes, of course. He ends up winning that fight, but at what cost? Did he lose like 8 doors? 7 doors?
46 to 53. Last I checked, he was down 4 villages. He's down 7 now. Considering the fact that he defended this well, took down that much military, I think it's absolutely fine for Matreiuss.
Absolutely fine, as we do see some extra traps being dropped by B. And maybe it's a good time to start raiding, since the hill fort hasn't gone down. And you want a big fight like that.
Can I just call you out? You said earlier that he could have went for the hunt in the back instead of for the one forward. But a big part of the reason why Matreiuss was actually able to win this fight is because his hunters were down the back and he didn't have to consider them at all.
I mean, since he chose from the start to do this semi-fast heroic strategy, at that point, I guess you're right. Maybe it was the better call to hunt the hunt on the left side and then go for the back hunt. But if this was a classical fight, then you should definitely take the back one first. But
yeah, but a classical fight against this unit composition from Aztec seems really
rough.
hard.
Yeah.
Heavy infantry is pre-queued. He knows he needs that. He needs the gold for it right now, but he's just putting on the pressure. Matreiuss wants to go raiding with 9 Hoskals right now, and he's doing it. But as he's out and about, he's losing dwarves in the process. Being put under a lot of pressure again.
B has chosen to stay in the classical age for a long time. By taking those huge fights, he knows that he isn't going to the heroic age anytime soon, and instead of attacking walls with those Harskulls, maybe it would have been better to bring them back, clean up that second army, the Aztec army, and then apply more pressure with the extra frost giants he's building.
Yeah, because this is a 4.5 speed army, at least the archers, and the Huskarls are 5 speed, so you can definitely do that. If you get on top of those archers, they're not escaping.
More reinforcements have
Definitely
arrived.
not.
Yo!
Oh.
You see B's Q?
This is brutal.
Oh, I think he's got 2 temples as well, doesn't he? He's got 2 temples, and he's getting the bunny upgrade and additional bunnies from the other temple.
Look at how cheap they are, though. 100 food, 14 favor? What? That's cheaper than a nanobite.
They're ridiculously cheap. But the issue is just getting to favor playing as Aztecs. It can be very hard. But now we're 19 minutes in the classical age, and he's got the favor, obviously. Second forest fire. How often do you see that?
Oh. What's stronger, a second forest fire or a second gold mine recast soup? What do you prefer?
Probably gold mine.
Yeah.
Yo, 7 bunnies now with their cute little hats.
I mean, you could possibly take a surprise fight with those bunnies. Matreiuss has the tools to counter them. He has access to the best hero unit called Godi. But it might only work as a surprise at first, but then Matreiuss will be able to spam out those great holes and get as many heroes as he needs.
Matreiuss doesn't have a single hero in his army. He's not expecting the bunnies one bit.
Oh,
he's got 25 Hoskals, 3 throwing axemen, and a frosty giant. That's all.
Oh my god, 8 bunnies, and they're upgraded. Do they go up to like 6? 6 bunnies?
Yes.
It's pots?
Yep.
Not 7?
And it's like six bunnies, and you get like 650 HP or something like that.
Yeah. Maybe the armory upgrade differential also plays a role in those fights.
He's not showing his hand with these bunnies entirely. He's got 5 now chasing these Hoskals, so I guess Matreiuss should know he needs to add heroes. Ooh, nice Hoskal raid on the top here. The 5-speed Hoskal raid, but they're getting countered by the bunnies. The bunnies are also 5-speed, but they're very strong against the Hoskals. And Matreiuss is actually taking the fight, so that means that if these bunnies survive, which they don't, if they did, they would have become potentially much stronger.
Oh, yes. You can always heal them by eating berries. There are berries all over the map if you take a look. So it's easy to heal them.
Dude, the bunnies didn't look that good there. 3 of them just got destroyed by 9 Hoskals. That seems weird for a myth unit.
I mean, is it even considered a myth unit? This is just an animal at this point. I saw these things in Austria when I walked down a forest or a cliff. They don't look harmful at all, Soup.
Bunnies? Did you see bunnies in the wild?
Yeah, all the time. They don't seem harmful. I doubt they should even be called a myth unit. Look at them.
Is it? They got hats on, so they're myth units. That's how you know they're myth units.
Because of the hat, right? Sorry.
Dude, I wanted this to work for B so much, but seems like Bunnies just loses to Huskarls. Nice starfall here from B. Matreiuss forced to retreat.
Is this a Tempest at home? Do you like this god power, Soup?
I kind of like it. You know, you get the 2 city middle for free, and that's obviously the big draw of this god power. If you consider it, if you compare it to Tempest, you're comparing oranges and apples, I think.
Oh. Oh, nice micro by Matreiuss. Getting that Giga middle. That's actually sick, because I don't know if you have realized, maybe high-level players will agree with me. Why is it so hard to click on the Giga middles? Why is it so hard to attack them? Their hitbox literally sucks. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, for a heroic Age Myth unit, I guess you're right. It's a tiny hitbox. Big fight here, but B has only got 3,000 military resource value versus 3,800. No more Starfall remaining. And the bunnies, they're simply not it. This is way too late in the game where the bunnies are coming online, I think is the issue. And we are seeing Goldie coming in as well.
That definitely is the issue, and the Frost Giants will do a good job against those myth units, as the Goldie are also on the way. Finally Matreiuss responded to that. And this doesn't just look like a good fight anymore.
The killer rabbits, they're on the rampage.
Oh my god, how many are they?
There's 8.
8. Oh my god.
9. He's still making bunnies. He's in heroic age and he's still making bunnies.
This is ridiculous.
9. Yo, that's so sick. He was looking really, really weak, but this fight that he just won here, while being down in military resource value, that just turned the game on its head. All of a sudden, B is ahead in score, and he's just got such a big army of these bunnies here. Matreiuss, 3 Goldie, he needs a lot more. But he doesn't have much of a food economy to speak of. No farm set up, not much access to food except for 6 hunters, which can go on berries or something after. So he's forced to make throwing axemen and Goldie and nothing else. And it seems to just not be able to keep up against what B is doing.
Yes, from the looks of it, and Beast's just doing his New Fire Ceremony sacrifice. Looks like he wants to gain favor. He has 300 favor in the bank.
Yo, that's a lot of bunnies. 300 favor, that's a lot of bunnies.
That's ridiculous. The town center might go down to that push.
11 bunnies, 20 spearmen, 10 archers. Once again, it's just overwhelming for Matreiuss. It looked like he had sort of defended the storm for once, but then all of a sudden, with the bunnies, with the starfall and everything else coming in here for B, it seems like he's just regained the momentum, and it's there's not enough heroes for Matreiuss. He's getting tier. How do you like that call?
I don't like that. You might wanna go for a Ragnarok against a myth unit spam like this.
Oh, true.
And just Matreiuss hasn't been spending his resources. He hasn't been training military. That's his biggest issue, resulting in B just getting inside that window and doing as much damage as he possibly can.
Also, like, I don't know where he got all that food from, because he was really struggling just a minute ago, and he still only got 6 on food. I think he must have traded his way there or something. But with that in mind, what is tier going to give him actually? It's going to give him better Huskarls, better Berserks, access to Fenris Wolves? I don't know. What is he hoping that this tier is going to give him?
Not quite sure. Not quite sure what he has in mind.
Beast of Sustenance coming in for 3DB. He doesn't have any herdables, and he doesn't have a farm setup either. Winter now coming in. There's 2 town centers that it's hitting, forcing a lot of idle time on a lot of villages here for B, to be sure. The gold mine is still there.
And look at these bunnies actually dealing with those wolves quite fine. They're no longer idling villagers. Those bunnies are just killing them.
Yeah, and they're multiplying as they take them down, of course.
Yes, of course.
They're reproducing during the Fimble winter.
And with no farm transitioning, doesn't look like a good position to be as Matreiuss. He has no farm
No.
setup. He's about to run out of hand. Those dwarfs are mining gold from the other side of the map without an ox cart, as well as those berries without an ox cart on the very left side of the map. Matreiuss's macro has been a mess, an entire mess.
I think that's been the story for the last 10 minutes even. Matreiuss never he got the upper hand, the military upper hand at some point, but then he never took the time to stabilize his food economy. And as a result, he's just been spamming throwing Axeman and Goaty for the last 10 minutes. Because that's all he's been able to afford. These units, they're just archers. I guess some Huskarls in as well. And it's obviously, it's a nice comp in the sense that you don't pay food for it, but it's got its disadvantages.
Oh, of course, and Matreiuss is just prioritizing town centers and age-ups instead of army. You always wanna go for the army when you're facing a player like 3DB, who is one of the best spammers in this community, in a good way.
59 bills to 90. 3DB, how many myth units does he have? 9 bunnies, 6 Zitzimiddle. He's got so many myth units, it's crazy. 22 favor per minute. He's sacrificed so many villagers this game that he's getting 22 favor per minute.
That's amazing.
22 per minute, that's like 3 Egyptian monuments or something? I don't know. It's a lot.
Well, he's also gaining favor from those fights, gathering Tonali. So
Oh yeah, true.
yeah,
True.
not just the villagers. But once you max out on villagers, you can just auto-queue villagers from one town center to your temple. Do you do that, Soup?
I've never done it.
Oh.
Feels like a slaughterhouse if I do that. But I like the idea. It sounds good actually.
Slaughterhouse. Oh my god. Look at Matreiuss losing those fights. He never had enough to deal with that myth unit mass, so that was an amazing play from B. It didn't look good at the start, but B managed to win this actually.
Classic B fashion where he's got an idea that these bunnies are super useful. He probably, nicely played by B. Well done. He probably knows that these bunnies are too expensive, like 7 minutes into the game. But if he just takes a lot of fights in the classical age, he gets to a point where he can start sacrificing bills. He can start accumulating Tonali to the point where he can really get those bunnies rolling. And it's, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well played. That's why we love 3DB. Because he does unorthodox things and he makes it work against the best players.
Absolutely. We love the B strategies. Right. As we'll be moving over the second game of the series. I'm assuming the players have already drafted. And looks like it's going to be Blue Lagoon. Oh, we're gonna see more Norse. I'm excited.
Nice. What's the matchup?
It's Gaia for 3DB against Loki for Matreiuss.
Ooh, how do you find that that matchup these days?
Oh well, I think it's hard to say because oh man, I don't want to upset anyone. It could be 50-50 unless I've missed something. What do you think about this matchup, Soup?
I think Gaia's OP. It's
Gaia's
ridiculous
OP?
god.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the thing is, the pressure is on Matreiuss to get shit done here, because if nothing happens, then Gaia just slowly wins by default by having a superior economy. And Tunison says it well, I guess. It really depends on myth unit spawns. If there are fights and you get a lucky Iron Harry spawn in the middle of everything, and that allows you to win a fight that you would otherwise lose, you know, that's the kind of thing that's going to make the game into Loki's favor. But if you get a Draugr spawn in the middle of the fight that dies after 2 seconds, that's not going to make any difference at all. And then it's just going to be B with the Gaia slowly beating Matreiuss because of a better, superior economy.
Oh yes, and heroizing the Carballista was a powerful addition for the Atlanteans, because now they can deal with the Norse myth unit spam, as we once had Valkyries to deal with Carballista or Trolls, but might not be the case if the Gaia player just heroizes all of those Carballista now.
I paused the game at 3 seconds.
Oh, shush, wait for me. Oh my god. I'm slow, I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay.
But on a map like Blue Lagoon, gold mines are so forward. Honestly, I could only see a Matreiuss strategy, a semi-fast heroic working, only if he spams some walls like, the Norse-style walls. Maybe that way he could pull this off.
Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that happening from Matreiuss. He's too ethical. Too much of a gentleman. Still not in. Okay.
I'm in,
You ready?
so 2 seconds. 1 sec. 1, 2. Let's go, soup.
All right, spawning in the top of the map, we have Matreiuss playing as Loki, doing what appears to be a very standard build order. And in the bottom of the map, we got 3DB getting a granary and sort of looking like a very standard build order also. So, should be standard in the beginning. Other than that, what can we expect from this matchup if we take a look at the map? You said gold mines are hard to get to often on this map, right?
Yeah, pretty hard to get. I mean, look at those spawns. And not only gold mines, but this is a special spawn that you don't even get any type of backhand here. Look at this, the corners are completely useless. The
Yep.
bottom and the top corners.
Yeah, and the town center suck. Maybe the forward one is decent enough, I suppose, but they do kind of suck.
Yeah.
I guess the second one can be all right in the sense that there is hunt forward, there is gold forward off that settlement, but it's so risky to take because all your opponent has to do on one TC is sort of park the boss on that spot, and then you have that second TC which only has access to a forest. It can be really, really rough.
Oh, of course. And look at that forward berserk running straight to the base. This could possibly just be a spy, but what if he plays like Husk Super, an Age of Mythology YouTuber, and he drops a forward temple and does a Heimdall rush? Is that an option?
Well, what's gonna happen then is the Gaia player is gonna go Oceanus, and he'll get a healing unit that has no counter when you're playing Norse. And that really screws up the forward build.
I have to agree with that, and my question is, why didn't throwing Axeman get 100% accuracy? What do you have? Because the Caladrias got what, a 200 HP buff? How much was it? I forgot.
Yeah, they have 200 HP now. They simply don't die to throwing Axeman.
Oh man, you can just micro the Caladrias on top of the throwing Axeman, and if the Norse player doesn't micro those throwing Axeman on the infantry, they're just doomed to attack a flying unit they cannot even hit, and it's just it's a nightmare. A nightmare, man.
It is so crazy. And what's gonna happen is Isomorta won Loki versus Tunison's Gaia last week. That was so crazy. And the way that he did that was by making hearses, throwing X-Men, raiding cavalry, and he just took a fight. He didn't do anything in particular. He just played the early game a bit slow, made an army, and then he took a fight. And then he spawned a shit ton of Iron Harry. So he actually ended up taking the game. But if you try playing it smart, if you try raiding, if you try doing this or that, trying to get small little skirmishes here and there, it's not going to work against Gaia. In large part because of the Caladria unit and the mobility on the Lush and all kinds of things that Gaia can do to win the small skirmishes.
Oh yes, that's a very early temple for Matreiuss. He's already aging up Heimdall, and that's a late temple from 3DB, so we'll see how this rush will play out. But man, Hero Citizens, Gaia Lass, Caladria healing, I'm afraid this might not work out for Matreiuss, but let's hope he has something up his sleeve.
What he needs to do is get a very good undermine in. He cannot just throw it away on nothing. So either he needs to stop early military buildings from going down, where B really loses a lot of resources and momentum with it, or he needs to bait out the tower upgrade, and then he needs to take down 2 towers with the undermine.
I think so too, and those oracles have no idea. From the looks of it, B has no idea there is a forward temple in there.
Oh, here comes the Hersers. Heimdall's in. And the Hersers are attacking the temple, but the town center hitting them, unfortunately. I think he can actually redirect them over there. Iron Harry going for the gold mine, but there's hero citizens. That's another thing we didn't even discuss. Hero citizens can really fight back. They deal 12.1 hack damage per second. That's more than a regular military unit deals. And then when you add a Caladria on top of that, it's absurd. Undermine now cast.
Maybe unnecessary. We at least need to see a longhouse being dropped, maybe some throwing axemen to harass those citizens. A Herzer will go down. Oh my god,
Herzer
Matreiuss.
goes down and the Undermine is so bad. The Undermine took down the tower, okay, but we didn't even get the tower upgrade yet, and it barely even scratched the temple. So this is a huge disaster for Matreiuss.
You know,
Counter barracks comes up, Cairo Ballista is being queued. This is gonna put a complete and total stop to this rush.
it feels like B is very good at defending every time I play him. And the one game I lost against him in Champions League, it's because I rushed him with Chronos. And that's when he said that you shouldn't rush me, you should just play a macro game against me because I don't have enough time to practice the game. And that's what we are seeing right now. Matreiuss is falling for this and he's just rushing and he's already 1,300 score behind.
Yeah, I mean, it's so rough. He lost the Herzer, he didn't get value from Undermine, he did like a minute earlier advance, so obviously it has a lot more scuffed economy. Just update the scoreboard. Sorry, it happens every time. But yeah, everything has gone wrong for Matreiuss this game. There's simply nothing's gone right.
Well, at least he's hunting out, but B is seeing that, so would you send a couple of Marmelo to raid him there? I guess there's no barracks, yeah.
Who cares even? I'm kind of inclined to just say B is so far ahead economically that all he needs to do is just slowly accumulate enough infantry to start taking down the forward build, and that's all he has to do. Like, if he starts sending Marmelos over to raid that position, that could potentially be risky, because that would allow Matreiuss to maybe get damage dealt. Look at the student scoot on the Caraballistas.
Oh yes, look at
Herzer
that micro. Oh, another Herzer down.
There's no healing spring either, which means that all the damage that was dealt to those Herzers is more or less permanent.
So that is actually terrible for Matreiuss. Cannot heal back those Herzer. While,
What is he
I mean,
What is he planning on? So he has gone through Heimdall, but does he have... He doesn't have Rick's Tula. He does have safeguards, so if he wants to, maybe that's what he's going for. He wants to go for a second TC, but he'll lose. If he does go for a second TC, he'll lose all momentum doing that.
yeah. And any type of aggression that B would put would just destroy the Loki player at that point, even if he took a town center. But okay, we do see a second temple maybe being dropped and 2 extra great holes. So from the looks of it, Matreiuss wants to classical fight, but unless he gets, you know, 5, 6 Encheri upgraded, I doubt he could even take a fight against those Caraballistas.
Yeah, but you're right. The upgraded Iron Harry can really be underestimated. If you get 2 of those out and you spread out the effect from the special attack, that's gonna make such a big difference. That difference that can really be underestimated. It's plus 50% damage initially, and then it drops off, to be fair, but still, it's a huge bonus. Like a mini flaming weapons every time you do it.
Oh, absolutely. And even if you're a freak and you wanna do that micro trick, you can use their abilities one by one instead of all of them at once, and That would definitely be a flaming weapons, actually.
Yeah, it's so difficult to do because oftentimes also you use the ability and then it actually doesn't go off, so you have to like babysit these little bastards. Good job from Matreiuss here. He's actually killing 3 Mamillos. I don't think he lost a villager in the process either. That's what I'm talking about. When you do these small little raids with Mamillos, you're not playing Oranos. It's actually quite risky. And here B loses 3 Mamillos. I think he's so far ahead that that's peanuts for him, but still, it's the kind of thing you would want to try to avoid.
Oh, yes. And B might be slightly throwing by getting that second town center.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's giving Matreiuss a chance to win by spamming out units and gaining map control.
Dude, there's 850 gold remaining in the initial gold mine. If Matreiuss simply spams out a shit ton of units and especially upgraded Iron Harry, he's even getting Reeks Thula now. Not sure if I like it. Maybe I do. But yeah, you're right. He can just spam units, sit on that second gold mine, and B potentially will have a very hard time getting to it.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm not quite sure whether B is trying to get to the heroic age behind. That doesn't look like it. We do see a market, but maybe he wants to trade wood. Look at that catapult is going down. Very nice job from Matreiuss.
Yeah. Yeah, Matreiuss kind of slowly fighting his way back here. The start was such a disaster, but somehow he's even managed to keep his forward base alive with all of the things happening. And some nice kills on the Mamillos and the Catapulties. And B kind of going for a sketchy second TC. Ah, that attack doesn't go well though.
Definitely not. And remember, if you're losing hit points, you can never heal back those units. So it's a permanent damage. You better not engage unless you're 100% sure you'll get value.
Yeah. Yeah, and Matreiuss is sitting on a decent amount of resources here, and he's only making throwing X-Men. Is he going for Bragi here to really sit on that second gold and have flaming weapons ready for the big fight? What do you think?
Oh yes, but what if he goes for Njord? Would you go Njord here, Sup?
No.
Oh, no, you
Okay,
never do that.
it has to be flaming weapons. It's the highest value. Because what are we? 11 minutes in. Just not that many units. 25 units or so for Matreiuss right now. But my general rule is the more units I have, the more inclined I am to go Bragi over Njord.
Oh,
And
so
I don't think Walking Woods is gonna have enough oomph to win that second gold mine fight.
and it's Njord. Oh my god. Oh no. You know,
Well,
because
and another thing is B, he already got his upgrade for cheaper infantry heroes. And right now he's got 10 infantry, 6 catapulties out. If he makes all his infantry into heroes, then that Walking Woods is going to be near useless. And the 1,300 resources that Matreiuss paid to go heroic is more or less wasted.
oh, for sure. As long as
Manners being plucked down over here. Gaia Forest as well, so there's going to be Lush. The forest is going to be in the way, and Matreiuss, he knows, surely he knows, he's got one shot at this. If he doesn't win it here in the next minute or two, then it's not going to happen. So see how he manages to pull this attack together.
One thing to mention, though, I love how B is placing his buildings to create choke points for him to take the best possible fight to defend against that, gold star push. But
Yeah.
honestly, Matreiuss was betting to use Walking Woods to take down the town center. But guess what? You don't need to take the town center down. You just need to cut off your opponent from mining gold. That's all you need.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, that's all he needs. 7 Caraballuses, 4 of them being heroes, 3 Mamilla heroes, and 4 Catapulties heroes. The heroes are definitely here now. This is what I'm talking about. Walking Woods is useless now. Near useless. Well, where was it used?
Oh my god, where was that used? I don't see it.
just used it near his army.
Oh my god. What a waste.
I would have loved to seen flaming weapons here. He could have even taken his hunters on the top right, turned them into berserks, and then moved them in there for a big flaming weapons attack. The issue is now that the game has just slowed down. Matreiuss is sitting on 37 vills versus 72 villager population for B. Matreiuss is so far behind, and he doesn't see an opening to attack.
I mean,
Well, he's nice little move here with the Mountain Giants.
I mean, yeah, but the worst part is he's not even training villagers at this point. And oh my god, those
Yes.
heroes will, clean up the Walking Woods as well as the Mountain Giants. So
He's
these-
got the two. He's got the 3 Mountain Giants. He's pre-queued the U-Tunes upgrade. It's all very cool, but versus the mass hero strategy from B, this is not it.
definitely not it. That's, oh my god, he has to rely on one single fight. If that doesn't go his way, it's pretty much over. And
Yeah,
there's just
and-
not enough units to clean up the mass from B. I doubt he could even win that fight with flaming weapons now.
Yo, okay, can I hear what do you think of the walls on the right side? Isn't this just sort of abuse, building walls like that?
Yes, but it is actually very abusive. It shouldn't be allowed.
That should not be allowed.
That
I
shouldn't
don't
be.
think there's anything in the rules, but that's gotta get in the rules if you're asking me. This is bullshit. Whatever. Like, see, these walls are impenetrable. You cannot get through them.
Yeah, I know. But I guess maybe that gold mine was blocking him from placing a wall. I don't know what happened.
Nah, that's just. Yeah, I think abuse is the only word I can think of here. I think the Mountain Giant would work, actually, because it's got like wall breaking mechanic or something. But if you don't have siege weapon, then these walls will just take 3 minutes to get through.
Oh yeah,
But
and that hero army. That's oh, look at that Encheri being one shot.
yeah,
Oh no.
Matreiuss has waited too long. We're 16 minutes into the game almost. Matreiuss still on 1 TC. He does have Rick Thula, yes, but down 1 to 2 town center still. He's simply
He's cooked.
he's cooked. He can never take a fight here. Yeah, we got the U-turn upgrade in though. 3 big boys here.
You know, that's irrelevant, but I think Maiden looks like a mountain giant.
What?
Maiden looks like a mountain giant. Do you remember Maiden?
Yes, I remember Maiden.
Oh. Anyways, back to the fight. Matreiuss is looking to make a move, but two town centers full population for Gaia, full hero army, against 1 town center, not even full population Loki. Doesn't look good.
Nope, it does not look good. Matreiuss now making a move to U-tunes on the left side while fighting in the center and on the right side. So finally we may be seeing something. Nice kick on the citizen.
Good.
2 kicks on the citizens.
Did he one-shot that citizen with that kick? I didn't see that.
Yes, he does.
Oh my god. How much damage does the kick do?
It deals 100 hack damage.
Oh.
Okay, Matreiuss getting some shit done now. He's killed 2 citizens over, and he's idling the gold miners. Thea is in though. It's gonna be very hard. Like, he's up against 190 population, and on top of that, there's gonna be dryads now. So that second town center Matreiuss has delayed for so long. It's just not. It's gonna cost him a lot now. He's trying to get a hill fort up. I wonder if he's going even for Mythic Age. Pal is coming up for B. He's gonna have a much easier time of that.
Oh yes. And this
The
doesn't
Cairo
really-
Palaces are dealing so much damage here. Are you kidding me?
He's not even building anti-infantry units. Like, I mean, anti-throwing axemen units. Caraballists aren't supposed to counter throwing axemen, do they?
Yeah, they do. It's infantry.
I mean, yeah, they do, but maybe they shouldn't. Is my point. But
Ah.
yeah,
Well, yeah. It's like
Whatever.
slingers.
yeah. GG.
I want to say nice try to Matreiuss, but I feel like it probably wouldn't have worked. I would have loved to see him just go for it anyways. Like, if you don't go for it, if you just sit on 1 TC against 2 for this long, the game is completely over. So I would have loved to seen him just 5 minutes ago, at least push the button and see where it goes.
I think so too, but what can we do as B takes the dub, so that's gonna be a 2-0 so far of this best of 5 series for Gameathlon qualifiers, as we will be moving over the third game. Okay. What's the next matchup? Oh my god. I think it's... Do you see that?
No? What is it? What's the matchup?
Norse again. We'll be seeing Norse every game. It's Ra for 3 DB against Matreiuss Odin.
Ooh, nice. I'll be pausing at 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, wait for me. And what's the map? It's George.
It's George. El Cucino says, I love your double casting, but is Boyd okay? Why is he not here? Boyd is okay. Don't worry, guys. Boyd is fine. He's visiting his grandmother, I think it was. So he'll be back in the weekend, regularly programmed, scheduled on Saturday. And then he'll be casting the finals, me versus, is it Grass and Groom on Sunday finals? I can't remember. Or Mosca. Whoever I'm meeting in the finals, he'll be casting that on Sunday.
Oh, yes. As you can unpause if you like, Soup. Where
Right.
you're
3, 2, 1, go. All right, spawning in the left, it's Matreiuss playing with Odin on George. Very rare Odin pick on George. I don't think we've seen anyone doing that before. And on the right side, it's 3DB on Ra. I think Ra much more ordinary pick on George. Seems like Ra enjoys this map in particular because if you go to the corners of the map, either, well, actually in this case, the right corner of the map, you'll see berries hanging out there, which means if you do go for the 2 TC boom, there's actually 2 berry bushes. So normally those berry bushes doesn't look very juicy, but with Ra, they look very, very nice.
Of course they do, and there's always backhand for you if you're not playing Ra. You can pick that, and it is also an idea on a map like George. You can always go Pta and use your shifting sands to shift over a settlement. You know, you take
Yep.
it, you take the hunt, you take the gold mines, and yeah. But okay, you might be able to go for a fast second town center, obviously. But at the same time, on a map like George, it's always the fact like your opponent can rush you. So your main base is exposed, while your second town center has safe large gold mine, safe hunt. So it's always, it's always risky at the same time to grab a town center. So far
You
away,
say, you say safe hunt, safe gold. If you take a look at B's settlements here, I don't. Okay, there's safe hunt. I'll grant you that. But gold mines aren't looking safe, if you're asking me.
I mean, you can just wall it off. It only takes 2 walls. Look at that gold mine. 2 gaps only to wall off. Maybe that's...
Maybe. I mean, it can be walled off, sure. But at the same time, if the opponent is just placing their army there, it's not going to be like safe. But I guess it's all right.
Okay.
There's a Lion's relic really close to B. If he finds that, he's going to be a heavy man.
Yes, Soup. But I guess against Odin, I wouldn't risk taking a town center in this specific matchup because trading cavalry raids would be OP, switching sides here and there, and you know, George is also very hard to wall overall, so you might need your own cavalry or you need to apply pressure so your opponent is forced to not raid you but keep his army active nearby his base.
Yeah, and generally, I think that's one of the cool things about Odin these days is he's a bit unpredictable. Is he going to go for the super early aggression? And if so, what does he do after the initial rush? Does he go for a TC boom? Does he go heroic? Does he keep raiding? Like, I think that's on a map like this, I think
what
that's
map?
really something you got. Like on George, hello?
On George? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
On George, there's so many options. You can do the 2TC boom, you can do the raiding, and you can do the even like a Njord push in the center. Like I think the options are there.
Yeah, I have to agree with that, but okay. At the same time, we don't see the soup build by Matreiuss. Look at him. He's using an ox cart to hunt the boars. Hello? What is that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's very unorthodox build from Matreiuss. It's a unique Norse build he's using.
To cut off a dwarf as well from the production. Is that a unique build order?
I think that's fine. Well,
Okay.
actually, with Freya, I don't know if it's fine. Well, if his intent is to spam berserks, I think 3 dwarves is absolutely fine. If your intent is to make raiding cavalry, I think you need 4, because yeah, if you only have 3, you're gonna find yourself short on gold very very early.
Oh my god, holy cow. 13 cows for B. He's gonna have
Yeah.
a very slow farm transition with that many cows in his base.
Did you say holy cow?
Yeah.
Good one.
And
There's 9 for Matreiuss, so it's not that unfair.
Sagred Hall is being dropped. I guess
Yeah.
Matreiuss loves his raiding cavalry. He always loved cavalry, no matter what he played. But yes, that's the Matreiuss for us. Well, that's double Great Hall. Oh my god. Do you like that?
No, well, I kind of do, but his macro, considering his macro, he's not gonna have the gold for this. Just watch. He's not gonna have the gold to produce dwarves and spam double raiding cavalry from these great halls. Just watch.
Look at that. A shifting sense to pick a settlement. I guess the double Great Hall might work out for him at this point. If he keeps spamming out raiding cavalry to raid and hit villagers, he can even fight spearmen as long as he has a faster and bigger production than B does. And more cows are taken actually, so that's gonna be 15 cows total. That is just yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah, and the shifting sand, I do like the shifting sands on this map because you do save yourself like, what is it, 30 seconds of walking time or something. And if you do that with 10 villagers, you're saving yourself a bunch of resources. And you get the TC up sooner, so all in all, you just gain so much value from doing that.
Oh yes, look at that priest. Trying to hit some units, also trying to empowering the obelisk. Priest might be going down, so nice micro by Matreiuss.
Dude, these lions are so good.
They are, definitely are. Look at the damage. Oh, not bad. 6
And even just the presence of them does mean that B gets to sit here with these villages without really fearing this raid as much as you would have otherwise. Just that early presence before you get your the barracks down and shit like that. It's so nice.
yes,
Wedget goes down though. I don't know where that Wedget went to.
Oh, maybe a little bit of miss micro by B, as B is busy macroing his villages at the same time, and he's empowering his second town center. What is even that for? Is he trying to produce villages faster?
No, I don't know. Maybe that's it. Oh no, he just messed up.
Oh man. Anyways, double barracks. Villages are so exposed in the right corner. That is just brutal. That's a location for Matreiuss to raid. He should just go for it.
Matreiuss doesn't even see the second CC being built as of yet. If you look at his perspective, he hasn't scouted it. He's got a raiding cavalry on the top side. He's now seeing all of these operations here. Surely he knows by now. And that's going to mean that Matreiuss is going to start spamming units on this right side. And that's what I'm talking about when I said these gold mines aren't safe. Is if you're 2 TC versus 1, it's going to be a hell of a fight to try to keep control of this gold mine here.
Oh yes, as he's trying to villager fight at the same time. This is brutal. Those villagers, idling those villages is brutal because they had already been idled trying to grab the second town center. And look at that forest fire. Those buildings might actually go down.
Yeah, it's a really good forest fire. Even after the fact, just getting rid of that forest is huge for Matreiuss.
Oh my god. You should just attack
The
that
Fetters
building.
of Fenrir relic on the top side, by the way, for Ra with the skin of the rhino would have been lovely. Especially for these fights that we see here.
It would. But that's a chemo strategy, not a 3DB strategy.
Yeah, true.
I don't know why Matreiuss is so afraid to commit right there. Just maybe she can. Oh, she could have cleaned up those priests, definitely.
Yeah, what
He's-
is he afraid of, actually? I guess he's making a second Valkyrie. He's getting Disablot as well. So he knows that if he just waits, he can heal up his army. But is that really what he wants to do when 3DB is allowed to be on this gold mine 2 TCs versus 1? Like, I think first things first, you gotta deny this gold mine, and then you can look to heal up your army.
Oh, yes. Looks like another Njord strategy as Matreiuss is cutting off military production. Look at that. 400 food, 500 gold in the bank. Trying to get heroic behind that. Where is the armory? No armory just yet.
Isn't that? I feel like we've been talking. I want to say it again. That's such a legacy thing to do. You do this in the old game. You see a Ra player going 2 TCs, and they say, "Perfect, I'll go Njord." I think you could do it at retold release as well, but I think these days it just doesn't hit as hard as you need it to.
Oh, yes, I think so too. These are two legacy strategies, and Matreiuss loved legacy more than retold, so he's kinda stuck into it. This strategy is slightly outdated, I would say.
He's stuck in the past, man.
Yes, he needs to get rid of the past. He needs to get over it. He needs, you know.
Yeah. Needs to get into 2026 with the rest of us.
Yes.
For now, 30 villages versus 43. It's not like the economy has gone completely haywire for B compared to Matreiuss, but at the same time, we see the resources in the armory is in. I hope this time we're going to see a bit more willingness to just push the button and say, all right, here we go. We're setting up the big attack, and then a minute or two from now, Matreiuss is going to go for the big one. The hesitation that he showed last game, I don't want to see it this time around as well.
Yeah, me neither. Like, literally, all B has to do right now is to just keep producing units until he's able to fight off the walking woods. But again, I believe, what do you need heroic Cage for? Just keep pushing. The goldmine is exposed. The berries are exposed.
Yeah.
You don't need to go heroic, is my point, you know?
Just like, you gotta say, first thing, we deny the gold mine, and then we can start considering taking the next power spike or something. But for now, the big task is denying that gold. But here's a big fight.
Oh my god, Matreiuss is losing so much. Oh, all of the throwing axemen are dead, man.
These slingers are so brutal against the throwing axemen, it's crazy.
They are. 20 villagers ahead for 3DB.
Now the heroic age is in, but the army is gone by and large. And 3DB just has so much army.
Yeah. How are you planning cleaning up those spearmen without those throwing axemen that are currently dead? That's just... ugh. Maybe with walking woods?
This is good. This is what we wanted to see. Immediately when you hit heroic age, use that power spike. You get 7 big units here that are very hard to deal with for 3DB. And in using walking woods, just see the amount of damage that he's putting down now. Killing priests, killing slingers. Sort of gaining a bit of momentum again, exactly what he needed. And the question is, can he keep up the pressure now? He's got himself how many Valks? Just 2. He lost one in that fight.
Oh yes. He's gonna need priests to be able to deal with those myth units. And consider those slingers also do divine damage, so they can literally fight off those Reading cavalry in a choke point quite easily.
Yeah, dude, the tar slingers with the electron bullets, they're so good in general. If you're ahead in military value and you get to play defense, such as B does right now, he's actually not ahead in military value. I lied. So he's got a retreat here. Matreiuss is doing a good job, dude.
Maybe he does. B is getting caught. Those spearmen will chase down the Reading cavalry from one group, and Matreiuss is doing such a good job maneuvering around with that Reading cavalry. That's actually very good micro from him. And look at those mountain giants and the walking woods taking down the town center. That's actually... Matreiuss is looking good right now.
This is perfectly played from Matreiuss, utilizing the mobility of his cavalry, the firepower of his throwing axemen, and then just the siege potential with the myth units. Really, every single unit got to be used to their full potential here. But there's still a lot of units from B that he has to get through. Equal military value. And all of a sudden the Valk is dead. Oh my god, B is pulling ahead.
Brutal, yes. As okay, you took down the town center, but the civilian count remains brutally different. So,
yeah.
As long as he keeps those villages alive, B is extremely ahead. There is no way for B to hold back in production.
Dude, how did this just flipped in a matter of seconds in favor for B? It looked like Matreiuss had pulled through over here. He got some nice skirmishes in, but then, yeah, in a matter of seconds, I think the slingers got on top of the throwing axemen, the spears on top of the cavalry, and the military just dwindled in numbers.
Oh, yes. Look at those raiding cavalry. Matreiuss is finally trying to hit another raid, but I guess no. He's just trying to skirmish around.
He's getting Ring Giver, so he doesn't prioritize the Vikings upgrade this game. He wants the Jarls out. I do think the Vikings upgrade with Odin, when you have Freya upgrade in particular, and a nice mass of raiding units already established, I do think Vikings upgrade has real potential.
I think so too, especially when you raid villagers and everything. That's the case for Matreiuss right now. But... And we got raiding cavalry buffed very recently, so maybe we might want to start using those raiding cavalry slightly more with Vikings. Otherwise, I don't think so.
I remember one game I played against Recon, and I made like 25 of them, and then I just used Walking Woods on his base, plus the 25 Vikings raiders, and I just took down his base. It was beautiful.
Beautiful soup. Oh my god. 21 villages ahead for the rap player.
Yeah,
Maybe,
but Matreiuss winning the fight on the left side, though. He's got 3 throwing axemen in that longhouse, doesn't seem to be aware of it.
yeah, he might be aware of it if that building goes down, but he'll realize. he will eventually realize, but look at that.
Wow. B has got 27 spearmen now. I think B sees the heavy cavalry in, he sees the ring giver, and he just realizes all he needs to do is get enough spearmen out and he'll be fine.
Absolutely, yes. There's only one single longhouse training throwing axemen and 6 are in the queue. That's not gonna be enough to face those 30 spearmen.
No.
Oh,
Another
no.
Jotun. Wait, Mountain Giant coming, not with the upgrade, unfortunately. B has got the leather frame shield. How do you like that upgrade in this matchup?
Don't know. I think he might as well upgrade the bronze shields or the copper shields maybe.
You think he should go heroic and then get the copper shields as well?
Yes, it's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe that's the play here. Anyways, B is doing fine. We shouldn't make fun of him. Up 20 villagers. He's stabilized once more. His second gold mine only got 1,000 gold remaining, but I'm pretty sure by the time it depletes, he'll be able to go either down the bottom, which he is now, or he'll also go down the top, up to the top.
I wonder if B... Oh my god, copper shields are on the way. I wonder actually if B knows that throwing axemen do hack damage. Oh my god.
He needs Iron Shield ASAP if he wants to win.
Absolutely. Because the throwing axemen multiplier was buffed recently, so...
Yeah, true.
He
Yeah.
has to play around that, right?
Yep. Exactly. Good empowerment on the obelisk. Rare sight to see that.
Yes, and Great Hand hasn't been used. Oh my god.
Look at the raid down the bottom. The villagers are fighting back. Still no Fetters of Fenrir relic picked up, but he does get the villagers shanking in still, as Boyd would say.
Well, he has Skin of the Rhino, the survival equipment. It's over, and the spearmen will push back those raiding cavalry. They might be go down. Oh my god, Matreiuss, what is that? What is that, Matreiuss?
What's he doing?
Finally, we have a decent amount of throwing axemen to fight those spearmen, but...
There's also the Sekhmet slingers in now. The slings of the sun almost there. Once that upgrade comes in, those throwing axemen are gonna take like 3 shots and then they melt to the slingers. It's so insane.
Oh yes. Look at those slingers destroying the throwing axemen. It's brutal. All of those yards going down to the spearmen, and Matreiuss resigns and B takes the win.
Well played to B. Well played. Nice try from Matreiuss. In with the triple Norse. Can only applaud that. But B seemed to have gotten the better of him here.
Oh well. Who could have expected Norse to lose 3 games in a row? This is actually brutal.
Well, I gotta say Matreiuss. He's a good Norse player, but at the same time, he's not using the modern build. He's not getting those early Hersers in, and he's not walling up either. He's going for the legacy strategy of the semi-fast Njord heroic. It's like he's playing Norse, yeah, but he's not really utilizing all the tools that Norse has at their disposal today, if you're asking me.
Oh yes, that is true. That's the series so far. That was a best of 5 and beat exit 3-0. And the next series should take place in 2 hours and 45 minutes from now. Am I right? Yes.
Yes.
We'll
Yes,
be watching
you're right.
Grass against Hell's Ravage. Will we be calling against Soup for this one? Will you cast it?
Maybe we'll see. I'm not exactly sure because also I don't think Sukulu can necessarily wait for that series to end before we play.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just ask them to start earlier if they don't mind. Let me message them.
Oh, true. We could maybe do that.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
All
Talk
right,
to you later,
so
Rebel.
talk later. Ah, all right. I should be removing those overlays and everything because now we will be playing ladder games until we're ready to. Yes. See a bigger version of me now. Vikings doing God's War, keeping Egyptians relevant. You think so? Maybe. So I'll be taking a very short break and I'll be right back to play ladder. Yes. Alright, see you very soon, guys. Oh my god. How long have I been gone for? Time to play ladder. Okay, guys, first... Oh, my green screen is ruined. Give me a second. Alright, that should be much better. I don't like the fact that I'm on a summer shirt. I go to the beach with this one. But man, I need to change my air conditioning. Okay, give me a second. Alright, time to play ladder games. As I haven't played much ladder lately. Have I missed any questions? There'll be another series later in... That's in like 2 hours and 30 minutes? Yes, around that time. I'm gonna ask Rickon whether he wants to play some Scrim games. And Matador. Kvothto. Who else is there? I'm gonna ask Tunison to play. I messaged a few high-level players. Now let's see if they're around. Maybe Soup wants to play. Let me ask him. Okay, let's actually watch Soup. Let's actually watch Soup. And let's play Scrim games against him while we're both waiting for the next series to begin. So I'm gonna have to do Windows share. Yes. I'm almost there. There we go. Maybe full screen?
Investing into them now then.
Oh my god. Hello,
Can we
AUM
just take a fight
Phantom.
here?
Hello.
I think we might be able to.
What are you doing, Soup? What are you doing with Odin?
He sees me though.
Yes, he does see you.
I don't want to risk it. I think it's too hard. I don't know what his army is looking like.
Soupy boy. Let's comment on his gameplay.
Start getting some extra wood. Should have been walling a lot more also. Too late now. I mean, it's not too late, but I should have done it earlier.
Já, ég vil. Til samþykkt. Já, samþykkt. Ég vil. Já, samþykkt. Já, veiðimaður. Skipun. Já, samþykkt.
Freya classical fight. Sub usually goes for that Heimdall
Totally
Rich
on
Gula
your back
play.
foot, which is crazy.
Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Dude, I like this Freya play against Xinong.
Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já, samþykkt. Já.
Yes, Freya is alright against Sanong.
Samþykkt.
No, you need
man,
your
what
own.
happened? Lame.
You need your own fast-running myth units in order to deal with his fast-running myth units like Yaces,
Just get one.
Baihus.
Don't greed. Just get one. It's a maze to get in here. Or out of here, I should say. Ooh, nice play. He's gonna survive here. Crazy.
Nice play, he's complimenting himself. Let's go, Soup.
It's a Skadi angle for sure. Ooh, there's two wills here I can grab. Not enough.
Alright, give me... Oh my god. Give me a second. Might wanna do something real quick. Um... I'm reading something about Microsoft right now. Let me see whether that's a thing or not. I'll get back to playing games real soon. I'm just waiting for Soup to finish his game. Alright. playing some rank grapple? Yes, very soon, Mika sir. Waiting for Soup to finish his game. Oh, he did. Soup. Soup, let's play. I'm now asking him.
Is my mic? Yeah, my mic is on.
Oh no.
Ralph, we're doing a best of 5.
Thought it's ladder.
Hey,
Alright.
Moose.
I'll
The
queue
cat is
up
back.
then.
The moose is back.
I'll queue up to play. Cannot wait for them to finish. It is what it is. I don't buy the Egypt is weak agenda. It's the DLC series that are too strong and not much power creep happened. I don't buy the Egypt is weak agenda either. I think they're quite strong. Alright. What do you think is the best player right now? I honestly can't tell. We're gonna find out in Athens who the best player is currently. Only an S-tier event could prove that. I'm not gonna... Anatolia isn't in the tournament map pool, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to bail on this one. I don't wanna play maps that are not in the tournament rank. Alright, let me restart real quick. One sec. Alright. My game is loading. Uh-huh. So Matador isn't around to play games. Kvoth and Tunison haven't responded. I just need one player to play games against, and we'll just draft. Okay. I guess I'll just raid Husk Soup if we don't get a game in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Because what's the point of being here if I'm not playing, right? Matreiuss isn't around either. Let's just watch soup until we get a game. Sorry. Am I searching? Yes, I am. We'll give it 2 more minutes. Then I'll just go live again, just before the Hell's Ravage against Grasnegrum series begins. Which god is the most fun at the moment? Still Zeus? I find Zeus to be very fun to play. And I find Norse also very entertaining to play. Japan too. So for me the most fun civs are Zeus, Odin, or Odin Zeus, and Japan. Now, more defensive players, the defensive players tend to enjoy more China and Egyptians. What's the... So Shop is doing this Quetzalcoatl Kalpuli abuse. Makes sense, he's going to heavily outboom the Atlantean player if he keeps going that way. It's literally gonna be about outspamming him. Oh my god, sorry. Oh, I got a game. Didn't expect that. Alright, I'll pause the stream now. Now, what do I like playing here? I wanna play... It's been a while. It's been a while I haven't played China. Let's go for China. Oh my god, my eyes hurt from the fun. Go, 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 go. Dudu. Always Dudu saving the day.
准猎猎，我出发，好吃的，
准备好了，遵命，猎人。
准备，遵命，请攻击。
Oh, the scroll split.
好吃的，是出发，准备好的，什么？遵命，准出发，请下遵
The
命。
scroll speed is kinda crazy.
是的，出发，请下命令。准备，是的，遵命，请什么？出发。
Let's fix it. Much better.
是，准备好，遵命，什么？是的，请下命令。准备好了，准备，请出发。什么？遵命，是的，好的，什么？请
There
遵
we
命
go.
出发。准备，遵命。什么？出发！遵命。
Can already get a temple up.
遵命。
Brutal.
好的，是，请下，准备出发。是的，好的。什么？是的，遵出发。是伐木猎人，请什么？遵命。是的，出发。请下命令，出发。猎人，准备好了。猎人，遵命。猎人，什么？请什么？准备好了，请出发。遵命。
什么？猎人？
是的。怎么？
Oh, should have been able to get a Quafu out already. Maybe I'll go... Let's just go for the hero Quafu. Why should I go for the other Quafu?
是准备好，请出发。起出。是的。 是的，请下遵出什么遵命？是的，请出发。
什么？是的，准备好的。
请出发。建筑工猎人。
什么？请遵出发。什么是请下遵命出发？做什么出发？
Now this guy tends to apply a lot of pressure using the early Pharaoh, the Anubite, Animals of Set.
是的，准备出发，请出发。是什么？准备好了，是出发，请出发。是的，遵什么？出发，出发，遵命。
There he is.
准备出发，遵命出发，是遵命。请是的，准备出发。
He's already aging up, man.
是的，出发，遵命。
I know what to do the Spartan is up to. I definitely do.
请下命令。什么？
是请下命出发。什么？出发。
是遵命。
是的。
请下猎人。
请下命。建筑伐木工。
是的，准备存储。是的，好的。
请准备什么？遵命。准备好了。
准备好了，出发。什么？遵命。
什么？出发。是的，出发。遵命。请下命令。
What's this?
准备出发。是什么？请下遵命。是请下出发。出发。
Come back, please. I know I'm gonna be attacked. I know that for a fact.
建筑工猎人。
准备猎人。是的，请下命出发。
准备好
There
了。
he is. Man, Dudu.
请什么？请下出发。是遵命。准备出发。
请是的，好，出发。遵命。是的。
准备好伐木工猎人。
是的，遵命。
请下命令。
什么？
准备好了。
是的。什么？开战。是的。
出发。
请下命。是的。什么？是的。准备好了。是开战。什么？是的。请下命令。是的。攻击。
是好的。
准备好了。什么？请开战。准备好了。是请什么？准备攻击。是什么？请下出发。准备遵命。是出发。遵命出发。遵命。是出发。准备好。出发。遵命。请出发。是的，是出发。开战。请下命。出发。攻击。准备遵命。开战。什么？出发。是的，请下命令。准备好了。是的，请下。准备好了。是的，出发，出发，出发，出发，出发，遵命，出发，遵命，出发，出发。
Oh my god, man, that killing is disgusting.
准出发。什么？是的，请遵命。
Does Dudu even do any different strategy than this?
遵命。
Feels like that's all he knows to do.
是的，好的。
准备好了，下命令，出发，遵命，出发。是的。 请下命令，准备出发，开攻击！请下命令，遵命。是的，
是的，好的，准备遵命。是的，好的，是的，
是的。什么？出发，准备好了，开。是的，请遵命。准出发，出发，是遵命。请是的，出发，攻击！准备好。是的，什么？是的，什么？准备好了。是的，什么？请准备好了。 什么？出发，出发，遵命，准备好了。
好的，是的，是的，
请出发，遵命，请出发，是出发。什么？
出遵命。
请下，准备好，遵命。建筑粮食工，什么？建筑伐木工。是的，准备好了，出发。
下命令。好的，
请遵命。 请是的，出发，遵命，遵命，准备好了，是下命令，出发，请下命令，准备好了，是什么？出发，请准备，请下，是的，出发。
Where's my hand? That's not even my hand.
请准备好，遵命，出发，出发，遵命，是的，
是的，建筑
出发，遵命，遵命。 出发！什么？
准备。是的，好的，是的，
是遵命。请下命令。
准备好了。
是的，出发，遵命，准备开战。是的，出发，出发，出发，遵命。是出发，猎人。什么？建筑，请出发，出发。是的，是准备好了。出发，是出发。请准备好，出发。是的，是的，出发。是准备，遵命。
Okej, jag måste en workshop.
是的，
请准备好了，什么？请出发。是的，
请建筑工、粮食工。
请准备好，出发。遵命。什么？遵命，出发。是出发。遵命。准备好，遵命。是的。攻击。出发，攻击。请下命令。准备好了，请。是的。什么？是的。准备好了。什么？开战。是的。准备好了，请什么？请是的。出发。什么？遵命。攻击。遵命。是的。准备遵命。开战。什么？遵命。是的，请下命令。出发，攻击。准备好了，出发。是的。
So
出发。
are they all
开战。
missing or something?
遵命，请下命令。出发。
Oh my god.
是请什么？出发。请准备。遵命。什么？出发。遵命。出发。是的。
So is he going heroic? What is his game plan exactly?
准备好了，出发。
是，请准备好了。遵命。出发。
什么？好的，
是准备好了。
是的，准备是的，请好的，是的，好的，
准备好。建筑工、伐木工。请什么？请遵命。
什么？出发。是的，猎人。
是的，出发。什么？遵命。遵命。什么？出发。是的，遵命。出发。遵命。出发。遵命。什么？出发。遵命。
Oh,
是
I
出发。
saw that coming.
是的，遵出发。
请下命令。
什么？是出发。请下命令。什么？遵命。准备好了。
遵命，是好的，
是，请下命。出发。遵命。遵命。是的，遵命。出发。
是好的，准备好了，
遵命，猎人。
准备好了。出发。建筑工。是，请下命。遵命。什么？出发。
Where is his
请下
military?
命令。是的。遵命。
是的，遵命，是的，好的，
请下命令。
下命令，遵命，是的，好的，
什么？出发。请下命令。
准备好了，
是的。
出发，
请什么？出发。遵命。遵命。准备好了。出发。请下命令。
是的，是的，好的，
请是什么？遵命。出发。
准备好了，出发。猎人。
什么？猎人。什么？请是的。请什么？遵命。遵命。出发。遵命。
准备好了，
请下是请什么？
What's that?
是遵命。出发。遵命。请
Too
下
many
命令。
slangers.
什么？出发。
请下命令，伐木工。
是的，好的，是的，
请下是的。遵命。遵命。请下命令。准备好了。请出
He
发。
wants to place
遵命。是出发。
a teleport in there, huh?
准备出发，开战！什么？请下命令。
好的，是的，
准备攻击。是的，是的，是的，是开战！什么？遵命，遵命。准备好了，出发！请求开战！攻击！准备好了，出发！准备是开攻击！什么？遵命。是开攻击！是的，是的，出发攻击！出发！遵命！遵命！是的，请下是的，开战！遵命，开始攻击！请下命令，出发！准备好了，出发！遵命，是出发！遵命，准备出发！请下命令，出发！准备好了，
And the brutal.
遵命什么？出遵命是出发！遵命，
出发。
是的，遵命是出发！攻击！准备出发！请出发！是的。 出发！出发！遵出发！是遵出发！遵什么出发？ 准备好了，
出发！
是的，遵命出发。请向开战。
遵命。是的，准备好了。
遵矿工，是的，
准备好了，
That was kinda well deserved, I'm not gonna lie.
请下命令。出发，猎人，
什么？
遵命，猎人，
请遵命。好的。
做什么？准备出发。
是的。是的。好的。什么？是的。好的。是的。
什么？
什么？请下命令。请遵命。
Let's go raiding.
是的，是的，遵命。什么？
出发，遵命。建筑工，建筑工，
请好。是的。
请下命令。准备好了，起势，准备出发，请下命令。遵命。是，请下命令，请下命令。
Pretty sure the buy who wins that. Not with a priest though. Okay, let's kill one more villager and then I'll run.
请下命令，准出发，遵命。是的，遵命。出发。准备好了。
准备好了。建筑工出发，是的，建筑遵命。
Not here, not there.
是的，出遵命。请是的。准备好了，建筑工。
好的。是的。好的。请。是的。好的。是的。
出遵命，请下命令。准备攻击。什么？是的。
That's just so many seed stars though.
请下命令，请下命令就绪。遵命。什么？是，请下命令。是的，出发。
是的。遵命。好
的。什么？是的。是遵命，请下命令。是出发。请遵命。是的，出发。什么？请下命令。这是什么？出发。遵命。请出发。遵命。准备好了。准备出发。是的，请遵命。是什么？准备好了。伐木工。
什么？
He saw me.
是的，什么？出发。
准备好了。是的。好的。
什么？建筑猎人，请下命令。建筑工，建筑工，猎人，
请下出发。是开战。请什么？出发。出发。遵命。是的。 出发！出发！遵命！是的，开战！遵命！请下命令！是的，是出发！攻击！是开战！出发！是的，请出发！请攻击！是的，开战！什么？遵命！开战！是的，攻击！是的，开战！准备好了！是的，攻击！出发！攻击！是的，开战！是遵命！好的，攻击！建筑工。
准备好了，猎人。
准备攻，是的，开始攻击，出发，请下命令，请下遵命，请下命令，建筑工，
Well,
建筑工。
GG. Fey Beasts kinda win you the... Fey Beasts can kinda win you this classical fight, or semi-fast heroic, I should say. They're so good against lingers, so good against archers in general. Oh well. I think I should be back later to stream that series, unless Soup casts it. So yes, I'll see you all later. The series starts in 2 hours from now. The Crashing Room against Hell's Ravage. So if Soup isn't casting that, I'll just jump in and go live again. No, it's machine. I'm fine. I might play tomorrow or later. Yeah, I'll see you later all. I'll be casting the series in 2 hours from now. And then I should be casting Soup against Zukolo too.
Nice.